Hello everyone, I'm Yasmin Campbell and I'll be introducing the recreation of the Netflix app. In this presentation, I'm going to cover certain topics that are important to visualize my idea of the recreation of the Netflix app and how I approach these into my prototype. While 5 people can share a joint account, some devices don't stay logged in or require a password. This leads to frustration on the user side, simply because users want to easily access the app without any hiccups. Netflix works based on an algorithm and delivers similar shows and movies to the user, but doesn't offer a whole lot of variety. This brings difficulty in decision making to the user, and the user can get annoyed. Finally, users also criticize the hovering over a show or movie while being in the app, which leads to an immediate replay of a trailer. This overwhelms and distracts the user while deciding. Due to cracking down on the account sharing and increasing prices, only 27% of the users in 2023 would stay with Netflix, while in 2021, 41% considered Netflix as a must-have. Netflix offers a variety of shows and movies, but is still behind HBO Max and Disney+. A potential for Netflix would be in stocking up the library. Netflix monthly subscription is $15.49, while HBO Max ad-free is only $14.99. User experience is the strongest among the streaming services like HBO Max, Disney+, Hulu, or Amazon Prime. Still, only 20% of the users aren't satisfied with the service. I first started with user research and user testing with a paper prototype and to see what users find difficult and how they interact with it. Then I gathered information through extensive research and creating personas. In my approach to find the best solution for this application, I brainstormed and looked at current and past design approaches and trends. This helped me to identify what worked and what was not successful and what can I consider in my prototype. Finally, I started designing my sketching out potential ideas, included them into my wireframe, and later into my digital prototype. After all that, I conducted another user testing, but this time with a digital prototype. This helped me to understand what needs to be changed and what was successful. At last, I created a brand identity through a style guide, which is following on the next slides. Here I created 3 skins with a modern design. It is appealing to younger users, and a gradient in the background adds depth. In the end, it was too overwhelming for the user. The drop shadow behind the boxes, the colors, and each element was a cluttered combination. I chose this color palette instead. The combination with the dark blue as the primary color, light blue as the second color, and yellow-green as the third color. I created a sleek and modern design. While the primary color is calm and dominant, the light blue as an accent color stands for calmness and purity. In addition, the yellow-green color symbolizes energy and calls for action. In this grid system, the lines are almost identical in number 2 and number 3, while the screen and lines in number 1 are based upon 2 and 3. I used the negative space well enough to let the design breathe and not to overwhelm the user. Overall, it is a united layout, which we will see in all screens at the end of this presentation. In the icons, I mostly used the third color to make them stand out and so that the user locates each icon easily when using the app. I decided to go with icons that a user already knows and doesn't have to learn anything new. The progress graphic is playful but unique and includes the percentage. The loading bar, on the other hand, doesn't include a percentage, but a user still will understand the meaning of it. Finally, I created a brand identity using Futura PT Bold as a primary typeface and a sans serif or Futura PT Regular as a secondary typeface. The Netflix logo stands for energy, speed, and dynamic. When I created the logo mark, based on the current Netflix logo mark, I simply used the yellow-green color in here. The colors combined with the bold typeface creates a dynamic and modern but also a harmonic design. My final solution was to create an overall united and trustworthy design approach. It is bold and modern, but also calls for the user for action. I considered the current Netflix layout and didn't want to go too much above so a user can still remembers it when using it. Users also can easily access the app with the face recognition as well as sharing the screen to a nearby TV via screen sharing. Thank you for taking the time and to let me show you my idea of the recreation of the Netflix app. Bye!